Hello, welcome back to another video of OPG's Biology. In this video, I am going to discuss about nucleic acids. Basically, nucleic acids are biological polymers. Nucleic acids are composed of repeating units like protein. The repeating units of nucleic acids are called nucleotides. There are two types of nucleic acids, and these are the deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA and the ribonucleic acid or RNA. So, the monomeric units of nucleic acids are called nucleotides. These nucleotides are composed of three components, and the components are a base that has a nitrogen atom or a nitrogenous base, and a 5 carbon sugar or a pentose sugar, and an ion of phosphoric acid or a phosphate group. The nitrogenous bases are heterocyclic, planar and relatively water insoluble aromatic molecules. And there are two general types of nitrogenous bases in the both DNA and RNA. And these types of nitrogenous bases are purines and pyrimidines. This is the structure of purine and this is the structure of pyrimidine. Purines are 9-membered rings and pyrimidines are 6-membered rings. For pyrimidines, the numbering of atoms is started from here, and for purines, the numbering is started from here. Two different nitrogenous bases with a purine ring are found in both DNA and RNA. And these two nitrogenous bases with a purine ring are adenine and guanine. Adenine has an amino group on the C6 position of the ring, so we can call adenine as 6-aminopurine. And guanine has an amino group at the C2 position and a carbonyl group at the C6 position. So we can call guanine as 6-oxy-2-aminopurine. Now let's move to the next type of nitrogenous bases, which are pyrimidine. The two major pyrimidine bases which are found in DNA are thymine and cytosine. But RNA has a pyrimidine base uracil instead of thymine. Thymine contains a methyl group at the C5 position with carbonyl groups at C4 and C2 position. So we can call thymine as 5-methyl 2,4-dioxypyrimidine. Cytosine contains a carbonyl group at the C2 position and an amino group at the C4 position. So we can call cytosine as 2-oxy-4-aminopyrimidine. And uracil contains two carbonyl group at both C2 and C4 position. So we can call uracil as 2,4-dioxypyrimidine. Now let's move to the next component, which is the pentose sugar. Naturally occurring nucleic acids have two types of pentose sugar, and these are ribose and deoxyribose sugar. The deoxyribose sugar can be found in the DNA molecule, and the ribose sugar can be found in the RNA molecule. Ribose sugar have two hydroxyl groups in 2' and 3' position. But in case of deoxyribose sugar, there is a lack of hydroxyl group in the 2' position. The hydroxyl group at the 2' position of ribose sugar is replaced by a hydrogen group in the deoxyribose sugar. So till now I have discussed about the nitrogenous bases and the pentose sugars. Now if a nitrogen base and a pentose sugar is joined together, then they form nucleoside. This is the complete structure of a nucleoside. The bond between the sugar and the base is called the N-glycosidic bond. Now let's move to the next component of nucleotide, which is an ion of phosphoric acid or a phosphate group. By joining with a nucleoside, this phosphate group produces a nucleotide. The nucleotides are phosphoric acid esters of nucleosides with a phosphate at the C5 position. The nucleotide can have 1, 2, or 3 phosphate groups at the C5 position and are called nucleoside monophosphates, diphosphates, and triphosphates according to the phosphate group. Nucleotides have many important functions in the cell like formation of energy like ATP and GTP, and nucleotides act as a precursor for several important coenzymes such as NAD+, NADP+, FAD, and coenzyme A. Now the polymers of nucleotides which are formed by the condensation of nucleotides are called the polynucleotides. The condensation reaction occurs between the alcohol of a 5' phosphate of one nucleotide and the 3' hydroxyl of a second nucleotide, which results the elimination of a water molecule. The linkage between two nucleotides is known as a phosphodiester bond. Now in this picture I have shown you a chain of polynucleotide. The polynucleotide has a 5' end and a 3' end. The 5' end is usually attached to a phosphate and a 3' end which is usually a free hydroxyl group. The picture which is in front of you shows you the polynucleotide chain of a DNA molecule, or it represents a single strand of a DNA molecule. In case of RNA, these hydrogen groups are replaced by the OH groups or the hydroxyl groups. So the polynucleotide chain of a RNA molecule or a single strand of a RNA molecule will be like this. So in this video I have discussed everything about nucleic acids and about the components of nucleic acids. So thank you for today. Please like the video and share the video, and please subscribe my channel. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.